I don't notice say because of human rights or because of, as in, one thing I want to be saying, in any country when it be say, like in that particular country, when it be say a particular thing when the people not get before, when they come finally they get that thing, some people go want use the thing, as in they go want abuse the use of that particular thing. And this particular thing when I want to talk about so now human rights, as in freedom to human rights. Then this freedom when I mention so, I want to relate am now to labor, which is our Nigeria labor. Yes, we know say workers to every company, which is the employee and the employer. The workers get rights. The employee get rights, while the employers get rights, which is the law of the employee and the law of the employer. Before the law of the company, any company say the entity, we get a normal for rights of, as in for labor law. But I can't see and say some set of people, it can't be like say they won't come they like, since they say they get rights, they won't come they like they use these rights. They come be like say they abuse them. They come be like say they use this rights say they affect other people. These people I talk about so, right from when I grew up, when I know say this thing is called education, now this set of people has been on same pattern of life till date. And these same people, they are no other people than ASUU. From what I have been seeing, wetin I don dey look, wetin I don dey see for this ASUU, this association called ASUU, I don see and say somehow these people will tell you say they are fighting for betterment of Nigeria institution, which is the, in quotes, universities. But somehow, if you go understand where they come from, somehow these people, then they part of our corruption for this country. Ask me why. Why is that? This set of ASUU, this association, so are they really taking because they are fighting for their own benefits somehow, or whether because they don't, this their association so it don't they large to the extent that the government recognize them. So for that reason, they not going to consider how Nigeria education be and the duration when these students take the graduates and the time limit when these students take they serious for their reading. Let me just say something here. Take it or you leave it. As a student, the time when you take this school, when you take they read, when lecturers take they come class, when you take they go lecture, when you take they take your assignments, they do assignment, they busy. I swear, there is no way you go take compare, take compare when you dey for house for 1 year, 2 years. The reason why I dey direct am be say, why dey direct am to the Nigeria, as in the part of the corruption wey Nigeria dey get today, be say somebody wey is supposed to read course for 5 years make e graduate, ASUU go strike for 8 months, then go manage come back. Before you see again, then go strike for 1 year. When they do this strike, so students dey school o, and yet the ASUU they tell you say they want a constructive education. They are fighting for a strong backbone education for Nigeria. Meanwhile, somehow these people are fighting specially for their own benefit, on how their salaries, or how, as in, yes, they go tell you say they fight for how universities go take get good equipment. But the question that is coming from me is this: is this their strike? Is it not really too much? Make you drop your answer for my comment section. Is this ASUU strike, are you sure it's not somehow part of our Nigeria corruption? When it comes to the employment sector, when it comes to bribe in school, when it comes to sorting lecturers, are you sure this ASUU strike is not really, is not really generating high rate of sorting of lecturers, sex exchange for grade? Are you sure it's not really it's not really one of it that aggregates, that's aggregating corruption in this country? Imagine ASUU call off, they were planning to call off strike. Finally, ASUU call off strike of almost 8 months. What is 8 months in a year? And what do you think about 8 months from a student that's supposed to graduate in 5 years? Some students have, so the course that they are supposed to read for 4 years in school, they don't read that course for 6 years. Then later, I have a friend that stayed at home for 2 years. It was the 3rd year that they call her to come and save our country, which is NYSC. 3rd year, she stayed at home for good 3 years. Then tell me why graduates no go minimize their years, to the extent that some people even minimize their years to the extent that the time when they take enter school come out for their years because of waiting, or to get job, or to get government work. ASUU, are you sure they are not somehow part of our Nigeria corruption? And come to think of it, is this ASUU, this association called ASUU, are they really higher than the government? That is a question. Is it as in can't the government come a round table to caution this ASUU with this their strike? Is our government, are they really happy with the way this ASUU strike every day? No, you will ask me, are you not talking about their salary? Yes, of course. It is a pain to the neck. Yes. But this is education. The rate of the ASUU strike is affecting the future youth who is about to graduate. It's sending a message that is affecting when the youth has graduated. This ASUU strike look as if it's not affecting them. It affects us after graduates. After we have graduated from these schools, from these institutions. Because by then, you see minimizing of age. Then after, maybe finally, this particular person now got a job. That is where you will now see someone that look like 60 years still working in the government parastatus. Meanwhile, the person from the government parastatus, the age that is there is saying 40 years. Meanwhile, the person real age is 70 years. And that is one thing that is affecting Buhari today. That is why Buhari entered as a president. For them, if you go into details, Buhari maybe he don't minimize the age. He don't minimize the age. To us, when we calculated Buhari age, Buhari is 80. But when you go to the government parastatus, you will see that Buhari never even reached 80 years. That is the same thing that is affecting many government officials. They don't old. But the age when they go to retire them from government work has not clocked. That is why we are complaining that there are old people working there. Meanwhile, why the younger ones are outside seeking for job. ASUU is part of Nigeria problem. I said it. ASUU is part of Nigeria problem. It's high time government need to look into ASUU case. ASUU is giving a hindrance to our educational system. You are fighting for good education. You are fighting for constructive education. You are fighting for efficient education. Yet, the efficiency that you are fighting for, you are also obstructing that efficiency with the rate of your continuous strike. Somebody will read for 2 years. You go house, go rest for 1 year. Girls go travel. Boys go home. Join different courts. That's why they join court for school. They come execute the court weller because they already at home for 1 year. Now those who get common sense, now you go still they read. Can't go take and take learn handwork. ASUU, you people are becoming a pain to our neck. You people are becoming a detriment to our educational system. Governments. I'm not talking about this present APC, because this present government is already giving us holes to our eyeballs. They're already giving us holes to our eyesight. Our eyesight is already dimming. But the truth is that no government regime can dim our lights as Nigerians. So please, ASUU, imagine you will call off the strike. Automatically, you came up that COVID-19 will not allow you to go ahead. And meanwhile, there was COVID when you call off the strike. ASUU, you people are already cutting gradually what you cannot chew to swallow. Don't allow us to put you in our agenda. If the government fails to answer us, it's not a threat, but it's a statement. Your strike is affecting the future Nigerians. Your strike, the way you people going on strike is becoming unbearable to the Nigeria institution. You people are among the people that is nurturing the bad government of today. Because who are the government? It's me and you. The educational system of Nigeria today, ASUU is part of the the educational system is experiencing. ASUU, please, I'm begging you people to please reduce the level of your strike. Your strike to speak to the government is affecting the future students. And the future student is the future leader. They are the future leaders of tomorrow. Meanwhile, we are fighting against the present leaders of today. Meanwhile, there are more future leaders that are coming up. ASUU is part of Nigeria problem. They need to be dealt with. Enough is enough. Thank you. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I am gradually going to YouTube. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Mind further. Thanks for watching, and God bless you.